I don't know how to do messy buns, you guys. Oh, ow. Alexa, apagar luces de chole.
Muy bien.
Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. If you don't know me, my name is Val, and today we have another exciting video, which is basically I'm gonna be answering some of you guys' questions. So if you don't know, I have an Instagram account in which I posted maybe like 2 months ago or a few weeks ago that I was gonna be doing a Q&A while I bake, but I decided not to bake because I'm leaving on a trip really soon and I don't want the food to go bad. So I'm gonna be answering your questions nonetheless, but this time I'm gonna be doing it while I have some eye patches on. Some of you guys had really interesting questions, so I am excited to like see what you guys did, but in the meantime I'm just putting on the eye patches so that we can get started. If you guys have any more questions, please like drop them down in the comments because I always read my comments and I'm very happy to be answering any questions that you guys might have that I didn't answer in this video. But anyway, let's get started. The first question is, why did you decide to make videos? Personally, for me, I have always been dreaming of being a YouTuber ever since I was a little kid. I tend to consume a lot of YouTube and like it's probably the biggest form of content that I consume and have consumed over the past few years. I love everything about being a YouTuber, like from the process of making a video, filming, editing, and overall things like that. I love interacting with people through comment section or social media, and I used to have a YouTube channel when I was younger. It's actually like the same channel that I'm using right now, but I just had like other videos. I had a whole different logo. I was like a 10-year-old kid, so I made like really dumb little videos and things that overall just like maybe if I continued to do that, I wouldn't be where I am today, which is making a very different kind of videos. I kind of stepped away from YouTube in 2018, and then I started another channel that I'm certainly not gonna even mention which one it was because it's super cringe. I played like Roblox and Gacha. I ended up abandoning that channel as well. Then I ended up like deciding like, oh, I'm gonna make a vlog to see if I could be a YouTuber, and that ended up being my first video on this channel, and I just very spontaneously decided to become a YouTuber and have continued to make videos ever since. So the next question is top best Starbucks drinks. I would say, and I know this is like a very basic answer, but I love the pumpkin spice latte, and I know that a few articles and stuff have come about the pumpkin spice latte being like unhealthy and stuff like that, and I guess that's true because it has like a lot of artificial sweeteners and food coloring, but it's just so good. Like, you guys, it's a good drink. I can't help it. Like, I genuinely can't help it. I would say the pumpkin spice latte is definitely up there. I'm not really like a fan of their matcha or their chai. I like their iced latte, like the plain iced latte and the iced vanilla latte. I would also say that the cinnamon dolce latte is up there. And personally, I feel like that one's just like a very sweet drink, so it's not really like a good drink if you want like the coffee flavor. If you really want the coffee flavor, I would definitely go for like the iced hazelnut shaken espresso because that you can definitely like taste the actual coffee there. I think that's kind of like my top. The next question was favorite Chappell Roan song, and I love Chappell Roan. I actually went to see her in the Olivia Rodrigo concert back in March of last year. I think my favorite song from her has to be definitely like After Midnight and Guilty Pleasure. I just really like those songs. So next up is age and birthday. So right now I'm 16 and I was born in March 12, so I'm a Pisces. Next up is hobbies and extracurriculars. I am an artist. I am an art person. So definitely one of my biggest hobbies is art. I've taken art classes in universities and stuff like that. I've taken a lot of art programs. Overall, I'm just like a very plastic arts person. And I also do pottery, which is like obviously another form of art, but I love those two. Those are like my two favorite hobbies. And obviously making videos, which I consider more of a hobby instead of like an actual source of income because I'm not monetized. Those are like my favorite things ever. So series recommendations. Ooh, I'm not really like the biggest series watcher ever, but I would recommend if you haven't watched Friends, definitely watch it. I think it's totally worth it. I at first didn't want to watch it because I felt like it was too like 40-year-old person kind of show, but when I watched it I realized like this is literally timeless. So definitely if you haven't watched Friends, go watch it. I would also recommend like a series of unfortunate events for like a very specific reason, which is it's like super, it's weird. It's like a weird addiction, but I genuinely love that series so much. Next question was, do you play video games? I play Roblox. That's all I play. Definitely in Roblox, I love playing Flee the Facility and Bloxburg. Those are like my two favorite games, and I've been watching like a lot of Flee the Facility and Bloxburg content as well, so those two games are just like my thing. Aspirations in life. So aspirations in life is definitely like a big question, but I would say that I really want to be like a big YouTuber and be able to sell my art through YouTube, have maybe like an art store, and also obviously go to art school, because art school is just like a really big dream of mine. A lot of people say that art school is not really like worth it, but I generally feel like I do need art school because I'm not good at anatomy, and I'm definitely like missing a lot of the painting and drawing skills that an art major would have. Favorite artists. I love Taylor Swift. I cannot explain it. I am a Swiftie. I've been to the Eras tour. Love her so much. I've been a Swiftie since 2017 when Reputation came out, and Reputation is actually my favorite album of all times. I also do love Olivia Rodrigo, Chappell Roan. I love Melanie Martinez's music, but I know that she's a little bit controversial right now. I also love Sabrina Carpenter, and recently I've been getting a lot into Doechii music. Yeah, those are like my favorite artists at the moment. Relationship status. I'm taken. I am currently in a relationship, and I have been very happy with that relationship. I've been dating for 2 years and 4 months. I don't know why that took me a while to say. And yeah, it's been really exciting. Makeup favorites. I really like the Rare Beauty blush. That's like my favorite blush ever. It's like also one of the only blushes that I've ever used, but I feel like it's very pigmented, and I just really like that you can get like the product for a really long time. And I've also really been loving the Sunset Striped Born This Way palette by Too Faced, and I have this like MAC Magic Lash Extension mascara. I really love that mascara because it literally makes your eyelashes look really long. And I love the Summer Fridays lip balms, specifically Brown Sugar one. I feel like that one's really pigmented as well, and honestly I really like the color. And all of the Summer Fridays lip balms always smell really nice, so definitely like I love them so much. Favorite song. My favorite song is like always changing, but if I had to say like my favorite song of all times, I would say Call It What You Want by Taylor Swift, and also I Did Something Bad by Taylor Swift as well. What kind of vlogs do you plan on making in the future? So definitely I feel like I'm the kind of person that would make a lot of like vlogs in the city and going to get coffee, and I'm hoping that at some point I can start making more cinematic vlogs and the same videos that Fernanda Ramirez, Erica Diane, and I would say also like Your Mom Sushi and Your Mom Ashley. Those people are kind of like in my niche, and all like the same kind of videos that they make, which are like casual vlogs, day in the life, workout routine, and all those kinds of vlogs are the ones that I think I would like making. I do like aspire to be kind of like my fam, which is like young millionaire living in a penthouse, having like all of these luxuries and traveling the world and having like a store and having my merch, which instead of merch I would use my art, kind of like sell out in a couple of minutes. I would definitely love that. Top hangout spots for dates. I would argue that the best place to have a date is probably in a coffee shop. I really love cafes, and all the cafe ambiance, like the jazz music, or overall just like the conversations going on in the background. In a cafe, you could just go do your work, you could have a conversation with someone else over coffee, and sometimes if they serve food in the cafe that you're going to, the food's usually like really good. So yeah, I would argue that the best place to have a date is a cafe. Next question is, what's your favorite coffee drink? I would say that my favorite coffee drink would have to be lattes, specifically iced lattes. I'm not patient, so I don't like to have my lattes or my coffee in general hot, because I feel like I have to wait for it to cool down a little bit, and I'm like, I want to have it now, not in like 5 minutes when the coffee beans have already gone stale or something like that. I don't like waiting, so I like to have it iced. How do you make good videos? So generally, this question is, I feel flattered because like somebody thought that I make good videos, but anyway, honestly, I think it's all about the editing. And I know it sounds corny, but like being yourself in your videos is very important because that determines how much you actually like the video. Like for example, you don't want to be acting like in one video, oh, you guys, everything is perfect, I do everything so well, and then in the next video it's like I broke down, I'm crying. Like definitely be vulnerable with your audience and put like a lot of effort into the editing. So next up is, how much coffee do you consume? Whoever asked that question, I would say I consume at least like a latte every single day, which if you're like a health specialist and you're watching this video, probably like click off because you'll tell me like that's not healthy. But I can't. Lattes are so good, but usually they're like unsweetened and they don't really have any sugar in it. Usually it's like one latte like this. What is your editing app? I currently use CapCut. I've recently got CapCut Pro and it's been really nice to have it. I've been using CapCut for like a lot of years and I definitely did get a little bit mad when they made most of their features pro and like you have to have this and that and you can't erase the watermark if you don't have pro, and it's like, girl, 2021, you would have never done that. What are your YouTube goals? I feel like I already talked about it, so I'm gonna skip to the next question. And content creators in your niche, I also answered that. Favorite pastry that is homemade? My favorite pastry is pecan pie, but homemade, I don't really make that many pastries. I usually make like cakes. I really like red velvet cake, but I definitely have to go with like vanilla and Nutella filling. What video are you most proud of? Damn, that question really gets me. I'm usually proud, or like most proud of my latest video. My latest video was a back to school shopping haul, which I didn't really think was that good, but a lot of you guys thought otherwise because it's actually like kind of blowing up. The what's in my bag video, even though it's like my most viral, I feel like that one is a video that I'm really proud of. I also really like the grease videos. If you could change anything from your first videos, what would it be? The editing is one part that was really crucial for my first videos. So for example, my first video is really weird. Like the thumbnail style and everything are just not things that fit with my channel. And I feel like also like the song use in that video, I used so many copyright songs and I didn't even know that they were copyright because I got them in like those copyright free, royalty free videos. And it's like, maybe I shouldn't have trusted that because now I use music from like the YouTube audio library. But it's like things that I really didn't know back then, so definitely would change it now. Would you consider YouTube full-time? Absolutely. That's like my dream job in the future. Just like make paintings, sell them, do YouTube. I feel like that would be kind of like the dream life for me. Yeah, I would definitely consider it. Do you play any sports? I don't at the moment. I had been going to the gym, but in the past I had done a few sports. One of them, which was figure skating, and at the time was really insecure of my figure skating, and I ended up quitting 2 years later because of that insecurity. But I definitely feel like if I had continued, I would have done so good and I would be so much better. Who do you text the most? I feel like I text my boyfriend the most. We always send each other like memes and reels and stuff like that, and we're like always texting. Yeah, definitely I feel like I don't text that many people. Actually, like it's a tie between my boyfriend and my mom. Do you plan on going to college? And if so, what do you want to study? Yeah, I do plan on going to college, or well, at least like art college, art school. I'm not really sure if there's a difference between the two. Yeah, I consider doing plastic arts and I want to be like an art major. These are like the two final questions. How do you manage stress? This is a very good question. It depends on what my body is needing or like what my brain needs, because sometimes the stress will be over something like turning in an assignment or did I do this right, and things that have already happened, and I will tell myself like those things already happened, and whatever is to come, you have to accept it no matter what. So like, don't even think about it that much, because you always have a chance to redeem yourself. And if you don't, well, you're just never gonna look back on it. Sometimes if I have a lot of anxiety and stuff like that, I do tell my mom like, hey, can we go out, because I need to like relax my mind and do something that I like maybe I would go out for like a coffee, or go to the mall, look at the stores, look at like clothes that I like, and that will help me like unwind a little bit. If I can't go out, then I'll usually like walk around my room, go for a walk, journal about how I'm feeling, why I'm stressed. Journaling has definitely like been a big part of my journey, and I would recommend journaling to anybody that has a lot of feelings. The final question is, what is your dream destination? I think my dream destination would be like a New York City shopping trip. And also I really want to go to Japan, because I want to check out their matcha and the Sony Angels, and overall Japan has like a lot of cool places. I would also really like to go to like Tokyo Disney Sea, so definitely Japan is like on my bucket list. I would definitely want to go there. That has been all of the questions answered. I really hope you enjoyed this video, and if you did, make sure to subscribe and check out my socials. That will be down in the description below. And of course, remember that I love you so much, and I will see you in my next video.